In this video, we're going to look at all the ways Nicolas Batum helped the Clippers win on Christmas Day. Thanks to Clippers Core Division powered by Amazon Web Services, we're going to see a little bit of interesting things here in this video. You'll come to notice them more later. But Lou Williams sets a back screen against Michael Porter Jr., which frees up Kawhi Leonard. Nicolas Batum throws an inch-perfect alley-oop pass to Kawhi Leonard, who catches it and lays the ball up and in, and the Clippers start out on the right foot in this game. This offensive possession actually begins on the defensive end. Kawhi Leonard digs down against Nikola Jokic and reaches in to poke the ball loose. This ignites the fast break. We can see Nicolas Batum sprinting here, and as we end up pausing this right here around half court for him, Batum is keeping a very nice spacing to allow Kawhi Leonard a very good angle to pass him the ball, and Leonard does just that. Batum then goes up and finishes through contact on a shot that had 62% shot probability. This is a very nice finish by Nick Batum. This is an instance where the Clippers are able to take advantage of the poor Denver defenders. And as we end up pausing this right here, we focus in on Michael Porter Jr., who's what we call the low man. He has rim protection responsibility. As Ivica Zubac comes down, Porter goes over, and Nick Batum flares to the corner perfectly, and Paul George hits him really well with this pass. Batum has a clean look, it's a 42% shot probability, and Nick Batum knocks it down. This is what we call Chicago action. It starts with a Batum pin down for Kawhi Leonard, who then flows right into a handoff with Ivica Zubac. And because Denver's trying to show on these screens, when Zubac rolls, Jamal Murray has to tag him as the roll man. And because of that, Nick Batum's wide open on the wing. Leonard hits him perfectly with the pass. This is a 33% shot probability for Nick Batum that he ends up making, but his length and size allow him to get a freer look than most players would in that situation. While Nick Batum is not the defender that he used to be in his career, he's still a really good veteran defender who knows where to be, what to do, and how to do it. Here, he's kind of anchored near the nail, ready for Monty Morris to come off the screen, and does a really good job of recovering out to Paul Millsap, and he doesn't fall for this little shot fake at the three-point line. Batum then flips his hips to deter Millsap from being able to easily get to the rim, bodies him, and then goes up really well with his length to block this awkward Paul Millsap layup. The Clippers get a stop thanks to Nick Batum's smarts. Batum obviously isn't the defender in space, especially against guards that he used to be. And on this play, we see that Nikola Jokic runs up to set a screen, but he's going to slip it. And as he slips it, this allows Jamal Murray to kind of get one-on-one against Batum and crosses back into a little step back. Batum has a lot of distance to cover here, and in doing so, he's still able to use that length to bother and contest this Murray shot. It's a 36% shot probability for Jamal Murray, and he ends up missing it, and Batum gets a stop. As this play starts, just watch Nick Batum. He's pointing to the ball handler, telling Paul George, take the ball handler. I'm going to go take care of Jamal Murray, and that's what Batum does. Now, this is a long play, so real quick, I do want to mention, like I said, Batum isn't the defender in space that he used to be. But on this play, we're actually going to see what his intelligence can do. Here, he's anchored at the nail yet again, being able to provide help on a drive and a kick out to his man. As Jokic gets the ball and tries to go behind the back right here, the ball gets a little bit too far away from Jokic, and this is where Batum's help comes in handy. He gets the slightest of touches on this ball, and you're going to see it pop up in the air, and he ends up corralling it to lead the break the other way. Rebounding can also decide games as well, and Nick Batum, at least through his first 2 games as a Los Angeles Clipper, has shown himself a willing rebounder, at least as far as understanding angles, where to be, and how to attack the glass. As Gary Harris here comes off of his screen and pulls up in the mid-range with a very nice look, mind you. Nick Batum is down here. Paul George is boxing out the offensive rebounder, and Batum stayed connected to him. And in doing so, this allows Batum to beat that defender, that offensive rebounder, to the ball. This was probably my favorite Nick Batum play of the night, and it might have gone unnoticed by a lot of people, and that's fine if it did. But this is a play where it just shows you how good Nick Batum can be in several areas of the game and several facets. As the shot ends up going up right here from Serge Ibaka in the short mid-range, just look where Nick Batum is. He's already diving into the offensive glass, and as the ball hits the rim, look at Nick Batum able to leap with Nikola Jokic, get a hand on the ball, deflect the ball away from Jokic, save it with a tap to Paul George in the corner, and then he screens out the defender to allow Paul George a cleaner look. It's a 37% shot probability, and Paul George cans it because of Nick Batum's effort. Our final possession that we look at is another offensive rebound for Nick Batum by just using his smarts and his effort and his ability to cut to the basket. I just want to say Nick Batum has done all the little things for the Clippers early on in his tenure, and it's something that he said after the game that he's going to continue to do because he doesn't care about his personal stats. He's only here to help guys get better and to win games. As we pause it here, we can see him in the near side corner. When Luke Kennard goes off the dribble into the mid-range, as the shot goes up, Nick Batum's curling into the paint, giving himself a chance on the glass. As the ball hits the rim, Batum's in perfect spot in case the ball takes a long carom, which it does, and he beats everyone else to the jump, gets the ball, resets the possession, and as we speed it up here, Kawhi Leonard gets fouled and goes to the line for 2 points to end the half. Nick Batum had a really good night for the Clippers, and I hope that his contributions do not go unnoticed as we go along.